Hi everyone. Today I have two revised song reversals that I worked on this week, and a new one by REO Speedwagon. I believe the angels inspired me to review and update two of the songs by Meghan Trainor, and I made some significant changes. All three of these songs mention the full armor of God, so I'd like to give my personal testimony about the spiritual gifts I've received since I began this project that I believe embrace this armor. I hope some of you who are listening are experiencing some of the same gifts, so they too can testify to how the angels have wonderfully influenced their lives. Yes, I believe I'm getting closer to attaining the full armor of God, which comes within the form of spiritual gifts. This armor is not spiritually adorned in any particular order, as it often depends on what level of spirituality you're at. There are many people who reject any form of religion or belief of God and use this as one of their main reasons for not believing. They'll ask, if there is a God, then how can he let so much evil, death, and destruction happen in the world? For those that believe in God, they should know that God does not create anything evil, as all his sentient life forms are born from his love and compassion for life. However, they have also been born with the right of choice and the ability to govern and evolve within their own ecosystem or culture. Their spiritual evolution depends on their ability to learn to have love and compassion for other living things. Therefore, if they have no love and compassion for other life forms, they often will not evolve as a species. If God was to intervene in everything evil, then we'd always depend on his intervention, and humanity would not be responsible for the good things that they do. In other words, there'd be no need to do good things if God was always there to stop anything bad from happening, and we'd not be able to spiritually evolve as a human species. God gives humanity the right to make their own laws, which include the punishments that results in breaking them. Another question is, how could God let an innocent person die or cut their life short, or even let animals be used for food? God understands that all living sentient beings make mistakes and knows what level of spiritual evolution they are at and what level they will obtain in the future. The preservation of life is his first law, but there are often no options, so he ensures when sentient living beings have their lives cut short, his grace automatically moves their soul up to the next level of spiritual evolution, which will allow them to experience far less pain and suffering during their next lifetime. The good that their soul has achieved in the past life is not lost and remains, and the evil parts are removed. God would only intervene if that person, in the future, was able to achieve enough spiritual evolution during their current lifetime to make it to the highest level of spiritual evolution. When it comes to abortions, an unborn child has also moved up to the next level of spiritual evolution and would experience far less pain and suffering than they would if they were born to parents who could not look after them properly, love them, or allow them spiritual growth during their lifetime. There are a considerable amount of lessons in the dream interpretations that I did on spiritual evolution, which help many to understand God's spirituality and are the key to achieving some of the armor which I'm going to talk about today. I'll continue with some of them in my next presentations. I no longer have fear that God punishes us or anyone else if they do something bad or evil. I have no fear of people who try to project religious evil upon me. I know God does not condone the evil, and depending on the level of evil that was involved, I still have to follow the laws of humanity. Additionally, I know my soul may not move up to the next level of spiritual evolution if I'm not evolving spiritually. I'm able to witness how spiritual reactions of love and compassion can create good things in my life. There have been many times when I've asked God for something, and what seems like coincidence will turn up just at the right time. I know that God and his angels are with me, and they protect me in many different ways. Whether it be a subtle thought or plain intuition, I often avoid danger or evil situations. I have prophetic dreams and visions, and I'm able to recognize the truth when spoken. I have no fear of death or evil entities, for I know that God and his angels are always nearby. If I'm in confusion about something, I'll pray for the answer, and it will be given to me in multiple ways. I'm never alone and know the angels are always with me. I have no fear letting others know my belief systems, even when they do not agree. I've often experienced a reversal of evil in my soul that resulted in a miracle. I know that the angels encourage, support, and love me, and will never falter in my love for them or God. So those are just a few things that I could come up with right now. The first revised song reversal that I'd like to play now is Meghan Trainor's All About the Bass. The first minute or so of this reversal is quite repetitive, yet after that there's some very clear messages that almost seem like the angels are singing in forward mode. Overall, the song talks about how the angels want 7 serious people to show interest in the songs and the project before we can move on. I believe these 7 people will be ones that are very interested in what I'm doing, believe it, and often hear what I hear. I noticed that there were often 7 who would come within a minute or 2 after I posted a video. So I believe we've reached that goal and more. Depending on where I post, for example on Reddit, there will often be as many as 50 who come within a minute or 2. So if you take into consideration the different areas I post them up, I believe there are at least 50 serious listeners, which is often hard to track because when you post on Reddit or in a forum, the views do not accurately count on YouTube, even though they're supposed to. I suspect the clicks only count when you're on the YouTube channel. Some of the videos I've posted on Reddit get a few hundred views, but do not show up as counts on YouTube. Unfortunately, you can only review them on Reddit in the first 30 days or so, and that can be done by clicking on the date in the first line at the top of the post. It may seem trivial that I'm so interested in the amount of views I get, but isn't everyone, including the angels? And I do see quite a jump in interest in the past year or two. For example, it took the Angel Scrolls website about 10 years to get to 1 million page views. This year, we're already at 1,500,000. And that does not include the embedded video count that most people view when they get there. So I want to show you why I'm a little bit confused about the number of views. If you go to the website, for instance, we've got 1,524,000 views on the on my Angel Scrolls website. Like I said, last year it was only at 1 million, so we're going a lot faster. We're getting a lot more views than normal. So for instance, if we click on, or you'll see these links right here, they're directly linked to YouTube. So you should be able to get an exact count on those. However, I've embedded a lot of videos in the website, which I don't believe are counting. So if you go to the forum and click on forum, there's 7 viewing the website right now, which is interesting. We were talking about 7. I was just talking about 7. I click on the reverse songs, and I go down and I choose a song. It gives you the number of views that each song has. And going down to one like that has a fair amount of views, Taylor Swift's and Bon Jovi has 246 views right here. You can either click on the video and view it right here, or you can click on watch on YouTube. So I'll click watch on YouTube and it takes you straight to YouTube. And going down, you'll see that it only shows there are 59 views there. It's kind of small on the screen. So 59. So somehow there's over 200 views lost there. So I don't know what's going on there. Now going back to the forum, We're actually going to Reddit. Let's go to Reddit. And I'll go down to a song that I know got a fair amount of views. The Key to Heaven one with where I did the dream transcription. I click onto that at the top there, where I clicked there, you'll see. And it says it has 1.5K views. And I know those are real views because when I post videos, I'll see, you know, like 40 or 50 people on there at a time. So if I click on watch on YouTube, go back and that's where you see the number of people that are on there. Click on watch on YouTube. And it says I only have 20 views on that video. Now there's something wrong there. So, you know, I'm missing over 1,000 views there. That came from Reddit. So I just thought I would go over that and let you know that there's a lot more views. Just because they don't show up on YouTube doesn't mean that people aren't watching these videos, because there's multiple examples of that happening. Okay, now we can listen to that song. The next song is another one that the Angels and I revised a bit. It's Dance Monkey from Meghan Trainor. The Angels have often told me that these transcriptions will change when the time is right, and there are a few changes in this one too. Usually, most of what is transcribed the first time remains the same, but something extra is always added to make it a little bit more time sensitive. I've said before that this is one of my favorites because if you listen to it a few times and then close your eyes, many can hear the words without the captions. I'm very excited about this new song reversal I just did by REO Speedwagon from their I Can't Fight This Feeling song. Some of it is quite clear, and it has an extremely important message about the earth. Interestingly enough, This is another one where the reverse video is syncing with the content of the reverse recording.
That completes this presentation. To hear more, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or visit our website at theangelsgirls.com.